Make sure this is online, guys. All right. Let's see. The internet can totally see you now to stop user encoder. Okay. Let's look at something else before we get this Hall of Mirrors effect, guys. I'm pulling this up on my other computer over here. Oh, we already got one people watching this. I wonder if that's me. I wonder if that one person's me because I got it up over here. But I'm just having it up over here so I can see if there are any comments. Although I'm not seeing a... Oh, there's the live chat. Okay, cool. So I can see that. All right, guys, so we're going to go over a conspiracy theory today. Ooh, spooky. And it is a conspiracy theory. We kind of went over this the other day with Richard, but I put some more thought into this. And I think that there's more to it. So we were talking about Tether a few days ago and basically how the Tether market is propping up this whole crypto boom right now. And there's about... there was 250 tethers that were minted a while ago. And what a tether is, for anyone who's watching who doesn't understand what a tether is US dollar tethered. And the whole name of the game is like, okay, we can't just transfer dollars around like we can in crypto, right? Like we can't transfer dollars from my wallet to your wallet. So what we have to do is make a crypto called US dollars tethered, and the idea of this crypto would be for every $1 tethered would equal $1, and you would be able to redeem these dollars or these dollar tethers for dollars, right? Well, that hasn't come to fruition, and so there's been research done, and they figured out that US dollar tether has minted over $200 million in tethers, which means that they should have, theoretically, $200 million to back that up. Well, now that number is substantially higher. $800 million has been produced and has been propping up the market. And if you take that $800 million, then you apply that to the entire crypto space, and then prices increase, well, now the value of that tether is now up along with Bitcoin and everything else. Point being over here, guys, is now we have something called futures being launched. A lot of you guys are aware of that, or you've heard something about it, and let me kind of break that down to you. So futures will allow people to bet on the future price of Bitcoin. Now they can go long on it and say, oh, I think Bitcoin's going to continue going up, and bet a long position, and they have a certain date to kind of claim that long position, or they can bet and short on it. And there's a lot of people with a lot of money out there that want to short the market. Now, initially, I was scared of the shorting because I think there are a lot of old people that are going to go ahead and short the markets and are going to try to say, F you, Bitcoin's a bubble. That still is a very well possibility in my head. However, the market was starting to turn bearish. The overall outlook was feeling the same way I'm feeling. And so if people are feeling the same way I'm feeling, then I'm going to go the opposite route, guys. Like, that's just the way you got to play these markets. Like, that's probably the hardest thing to do, is realize you are the market and then play everything differently than the way you would normally play it or how you feel about playing it. Kind of question yourself. Sometimes your gut feeling is right, but a lot of times it's wrong. A lot of times other people are feeling the same way as you. So anyways, guys, sorry for the music in the background. I figured, I don't know if you guys can hear it's out there, but I needed it. But so the point being is that you have this massive kind of scandal brewing in the crypto space about these tethers, and then you have these futures coming. Let me explain to you what happens when someone takes millions of dollars and decides to short Bitcoin. You know what they're going to do? They're going to look for every scandal, every single piece of dirt they can dig up to possibly lower consumer confidence and to make the media spread fear. Because imagine that story, $800 million of fake money flooding the crypto markets, propping up all these altcoin prices, propping up Bitcoin prices. What do you think is going to happen to those people who already think this shit's bullshit and is fake? They're all of a sudden going to, if they have any money in the game, they're going to take it out. What's that going to do for prices, guys? There's going to be a massive sell-off. So all I'm saying is, I'm not trying to spread FUD. For those of you guys who don't know, it's FUD is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But I'm trying to say that there is potentially, until an audit comes out, there's $800 million of this cryptocurrency flooding out there that may or may not have backing behind it. And if this is propping up the market, well, what if that $800 million was to be removed? You'd see a massive loss, obviously. So I think that this is a big consideration. And with futures around the corner, if I was someone and I was looking to short Bitcoin, well, the first thing I would do after I buy my futures contract is to go to the FCC or the not the FCC, sorry, thinking net neutrality, but the CFTC and the SEC, and go, hey, Bitcoin is being backed by something that doesn't exist. And you guys need to look into this. And there could be a massive inquiry from the government. And when the government launches an inquiry, stocks do not do well, guys. I used to trade stocks in the market. And if the government opened up an inquiry, it doesn't matter if it's American government, it's a Chinese government, whatever. It's never good. And it always takes a hit on consumer confidence. So that's something that we need to be really aware about, guys. So that's all I got for that conspiracy theory. I think that you guys need to be aware of it. Be on your game. Don't be like the key to this whole thing is never be surprised. Always be aware of what's going on. Sorry if I'm looking off to the side, guys. Again, I got my other computer going on over here to see if you guys ask me any questions, so I want to answer them all accordingly. Okay, so next we talked about Bitcoin analysis. So let's go ahead and jump to that. So we're going to do that. And we do have a giveaway today, guys. We'll go into what that is later on. Kind of stay tuned. We got to keep you hooked, right? Hope you're not just here for the free stuff. Hope you're here to learn. Okay. Just got to get this thing up here. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get BTC up against, actually we want to do USDT and BTC. Alright, it's not working. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me see. BTC, and then where's USD? Let's go to Bittrex. Hold on 1 second. Bittrex. We got BTC, US dollar Tether. Ghost, you want to go outside? All right, my dog says she wants to go outside. Let me just let her out for a second. Alrighty, I'm back. Don't worry about that. All right, guys. So let's talk about Bitcoin real quick. So as you can see from this chart, which is spectacular, right? Bitcoin doesn't usually consolidate. You see consolidation periods like here. Let's show you and these at the time. You gotta understand. It might look like a consolidation right here, but if we zoom in on the chart, like right over here, this might look flat to you. But as we get closer, you see that's not so flat anymore. Like these are actually pretty big increases, right? So you can see how parabolic it gets. From the far out chart, it looks very flat. Let me just show you what consolidation is, guys. So consolidation, sorry for the chart. Consolidation is basically like when a crypto is kind of like staying in between these lines that we say like support and resistance. So we're going to draw our support and resistance lines really quick. Right here. That's our resistance, and then here we have support. Okay, nope, didn't want to do that. Hold on. There we go. So you can kind of see like it's bouncing around within these lines. And that's what we call consolidation. Usually what happens after consolidation is that you have massive run-ups. And with Bitcoin, if you follow it, like let's zoom in, you can see there's not a lot of consolidation, right? But recently, there has been consolidation, which is going to be, how do the kids say it? Cray cray. This is pretty unprecedented because I haven't seen this too much. Like Bitcoin usually just either goes up or goes down. It doesn't usually just stay still for a good amount of time, but it actually has been doing that. So I'm going to draw that right now so we can see over here, this is the mean line that Bitcoin's kind of been going up, okay? And here, recently, if I can drag this thing up, or not, I guess not, we kind of see a little bit of consolidation, like real consolidation, not like what we just showed you earlier, which is long-term consolidation, but here we have some real short-term consolidation, which really doesn't happen too much per Bitcoin. Let's see if we can zoom in on it. All right, so let me make this full screen because maybe that will work better, guys. Hold on a second. Okay. Can we get better control of this? No, of course not. But you guys can see what I'm talking about over here. So here's the line of resistance that Bitcoin is having trouble crossing, and here's the line of support that Bitcoin has that it's going to stay in between here. So it's going up and then down and then up and then down. What's going to happen, guys, is it's going to go like this for a little bit and then just whoop, shoot up. So at least that's what historically we've seen with Bitcoin, what do you call it, consolidation. So what we're basically calling here is we're calling an increase, and I've kind of said on my Facebook today, I said get ready for 20K. I think it's very, very possible we could touch 20K this weekend, or at least get into the 1800s, or 18,000s. It's not a stretch. Definitely, I think 19,000s is realistic. But 20,000s is kind of like where I'm kind of going with it, just because we also see like the volume has also been increasing as of late too. Like we see these giant volume boosts with Bitcoin futures around the corner. It could boost up. Now, guys, remember I mentioned the Tether conspiracy. If they do an audit and the media starts covering it, that could really lead to a downward market. So please be aware of that. This is a short-term prediction that does not take into account anything that I said about the conspiracy. So that's all I got for Bitcoin. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. We're just reading off the chart over here. We see real consolidation here in a short-term period. Usually you don't see that. Okay. So let's get out of that. All right, guys, I just wanted to say another told you so moment over here. You know, I kind of put this up on Facebook a few hours ago. I saw this chart, this wonderful looking chart, and I called an increase on HSR, and this is where I called it. You know, I said basically like, hey guys, this thing is gonna break out. I know it doesn't look like amazing detail right now, but right there where these lines all converge and stuff like that, that's where I called the breakout to occur. And now you can see how it stacks up against my lines. So let's zoom out a little. Oh, right, this is Bitcoin, sorry. So you guys can see I called the breakout right around here. And again, guys, I'm not all about like, oh my God, I said something was going to go up. Like anyone can do that. But to call a breakout takes some work. And I kind of help people understand that. I put it on my Telegraph channel, which is for traders, and I called the breakout. And if anyone bought in at the period where I called the breakout, would have made a good 20% ROI. And now I have a stop loss engaged. It's actually up even more. Look at that, guys. It's up 22% on the day. So point being, guys, is that I am pretty good at making these calls. I'm not the best in the world. There are definitely people who are better than me at them. I'm just trying to help people learn and stuff like that. So I do have a Telegraph channel, and this is the giveaway, guys. The giveaway, I'm not giving away any crypto today. We'll give away crypto when we got our 100th subscriber. We'll give away 0.1 Ether away. By the way, guys, on my first video where I gave out 0.1 Ether, that person, now that 0.1 Ether at the time it was worth 50 bucks. Now it's worth 70 bucks. That's the power of crypto for you. So I'm giving you money that can make you even more money. Wow, this thing keeps on going up even further and further, man. I amaze myself sometimes with some of these calls. But what I'm giving away here, guys, is 20 slots for my Telegraph channel. So on my Telegraph channel, let me pull that up really quick. I call these increases all the time. I call these markets all the time. I'm going to pull it up on this thing. Hold on one second. Let's go to, where is it? Telegram. Okay. So this is my Telegram right here. and I kind of like there's not too many people in it. I kind of have a crypto bot in here. I called like Waves a while back. It was $8.18. My target was $10 before January 31st. It's now over $13. So you almost made you made over 50% ROI on that trade. I also called a few other trades on Waves. I called some trades on EMC2, which is up over 20%. NXT, which is now at 72 cents. I got in at this level. Sorry for the light going out. One of my lights wasn't charged as much as I'd like it to be. We called a VTC. We called VTC to go up, and it hasn't gone up yet, but I'm expecting it to. It has a very nice pattern, some good news. And this is a chart I made for HSR. This is my chart. You can see pretty much I was a little bit wrong. It didn't go like bounce down and bounce up. It just went boop, just straight up, man. So the way that you can get a slot into my Telegram channel is only 20, and in the future, people will be paying to get into this channel. It is like you just comment on this YouTube video, and I will go ahead and PM you a link to the Telegram channel. The link will only be good for a week, and then we're going to revoke that link. And then afterwards, we will be charging people monthly fees to kind of get into this, because we are making a good amount of money here, and my trades usually yield around 20 to 50%, and the timelines are very short on them as well. So if you guys are interested in this, please throw a comment on the video. Don't throw a comment on the live stream, because for some reason, someone commented the other day on the live stream right as I was ending it. I ended it, and I could never find the comment. So wait till this video is up. If you've seen this not in the live stream, then go ahead, feel free to comment, and I will hit you up with that link. This is only good if you got to comment before tomorrow, at 5 p.m. That's what we'll call it. And then let's switch this back. So yeah, guys, that pretty much covers it. Today we had a crazy day. Like for my business, I hired a chief compliance officer for the business. Again, guys, I take regulation and stuff like that very seriously. So we're going to make sure we have our taxes in order. We're complying with SEC, FINRA, FinCEN, all these different organizations. You guys got to do. If you're thinking about making a business and you want to evade your taxes, you're just asking for trouble. You're asking to be locked up in a jail cell. So we take it very seriously over here, and that's why we one of our first officer hires is this compliance officer. Additionally, we had tons and tons of meetings. I got a lot of people friend requesting me on Facebook. I got, tons of messages that I got to go through. I will go through every single one of them. Just please give me some time, because you guys can see I do have this business to operate, and I appreciate all the love and the respect and blessings, and a lot of people have been tagging me in different stuff, asking my opinion. I can't say how grateful I am about it. So thank you guys for helping me out so much, and I'm glad to be able to assist you guys. And I don't think we have anyone commenting on the live chat. So we're going to go ahead and end this video now. Again, just comment on the video once it's up on YouTube, not right now, and you'll get a link to our Telegram channel, and you can go ahead and trade with us. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Have a great Friday night, and have a good weekend. Alrighty. And we are out of here.